Now it's open. All right. We are live with another episode of Comic Talk. It's that show brought to you by The Keeg where we talk about this week's new comic book releases, whether they're DC, whether they're Marvel, whether they're Image Comics or Boom Studios or any other independent comic company out there. They all release every Wednesday at your local comic shop. Go to comicshoplocator.com, find a comic shop near you. But they all release on Wednesdays, and we're here on a Thursday with about 24 hours after they came out to read as much as we could and come on live and tell you about everything that came out this week. I'm your host, Dimithri Perera, and if you're watching this live, you're watching us on youtube.com/The Keeg Show, or, maybe Twitch, or you're listening to the podcast wherever you get your podcast from. But if you're watching us live, then you can see who our guests are, and then I'm just going to introduce them because you might be listening to the podcast and you might not know who they are. First up, this is maybe, third or fourth episode of Comic Talk. We got Deanna Kinney. Deanna.
My part time, yes.
Is it your third time?
Yes.
And tell the listeners and the viewers where you're at.
What time I end? It's currently 2 a.m. So let's do this. Power through this.
Oh, that's why you said good morning.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I'm just like, oh, what a silly goose. I do that all the time.
No, it's actually morning.
Oh, you're so cool.
I mean, thanks for, taking time out of your early morning in Switzerland to be here on the show.
In Switzerland? Oh, that's even cooler.
Yeah, it's cold for summer.
I can't imagine. I've never been to Switzerland, but
you're not missing out on much,
Fair.
to be honest.
Fair. We also got our second guest, and she's been on the show for about 3-4 years now. Like Ambrosia,
been a hot minute.
aka
Hi.
Comics and Cupcakes. How long has it been?
I think like about 4 years.
Yeah. Been a long.
Wow.
It was like during COVID time, I think.
It probably was. So we started this March of 2021 of this show.
Oh, okay. Then around like probably soon after that.
It was probably right at the beginning. So you might be the longest running guest right now, because we used to have different guests back then, and it's been 4 years plus, and like you've still been on it.
Yeah, because we used to have Michael and
Brian,
Manny. Oh, yes, and Brian.
And we had Albert.
Do they not do it anymore?
Albert doesn't do it anymore. And we have the other Manny.
Yes.
This is all a blast from the past. Like, if anyone out
They
there
don't do it anymore?
Was watching or listening back then, you might remember the cast being a little bit different. But, again, it's 4+ years later. So now we got the new incoming freshmen, like Deanna.
We are the new Justice Gang.
Yeah. I don't want to turn this to a Superman movie podcast, but we already did one of those. But did you guys see Superman?
Not yet.
Okay, let's not spoil anything in that case.
No, I just heard
Ambrosia,
it's
come on.
so good. I know. I told you I've been working a lot. Like, I
Yeah,
haven't
you
even
have.
seen. I'm missing another movie. Jurassic Park.
World? Yeah.
Yes. I haven't watched that one either.
Okay.
No, so those are on my agenda to try to get done.
Okay.
Like
Well-
ASAP. But I've heard so many amazing things about Superman, and I'm so excited to see it.
I mean, there's some Superman comics that came out this week that I definitely want to talk about.
Ooh.
But let's go through our reading lists for this week. So I'm going to go first with my reading list, because I rarely do. I rarely go first, and so I'll just go first today. And then I want to hear your guys' ones as well. So my list is... It's always long, but not as long as I want it to be, but it is what it is. Absolute Batman 10, Absolute Flash 5, Nightwing 128, Detective Comics 1099, Batman Superman World's Finest 41, Batman and Robin Year 1, number 9, Titans 25, Robin and Batman Jason Todd 2, Spider-Girl 2, Predator vs. Spider-Man 4, Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe number 1, Battle Beast 3, Redcoat, so Battle Beast 3 is Image Comics, Redcoat 13, also Image Comics, New Avengers number 2, Superman Unlimited 3, Imperial 2, Crypto, The Last Dog of Krypton number 2, and X-Men Age of Revelation issue 0. So
Wow,
Dude, you
you
got
are
through so
busy.
much. I know. I don't know how you do that. Good job. Amazing.
I don't know how I don't know. I don't know how I do it either. But I'll be
You just
honest.
black
I'm going to
out.
tell you the secret. The secret is that I'm probably not remembering as much about the issues as you guys would, or someone who reads one comic a week. Probably like I don't reread it. I read through everything once, and since I'm like rushing through everything, maybe I forget a thing or two. So I guess my secret is it sounds more impressive than it is. Maybe that's
I'm always gonna be impressed, but also like to be able to keep up with that amount of comics and like that history and like the lore behind it, like kudos to you, man.
Thank you.
Yes, and every week too.
Every week. That's my problem. I like too many things just in life.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people are like, "What do you want to go to eat?" I like anything. Like I eat anything. I like anything. I'm pretty easy going in that sense, right?
No.
But like I don't pick a side between Marvel and DC. Like I mean, I do have sides at certain time periods, like different eras of either or. But like I love all of them. So why do I need to fight Superman versus Fantastic Four for this month? Like why do I need to cheer on one movie or another? Like I'll cheer on both,
Yeah.
So
I love that, which I completely understand. That's why like I've been asked to join D&D groups, which I would love to, but also it just takes so much time and I don't know if I have time to learn another like time-consuming nerdy project.
D&D is pretty time consuming. That's why like
Uh-huh.
I would love
But
to.
it's also really fun.
It is.
Do you
That's the
D&D
fun part
too?
about it.
Do you play
Sorry?
D&D?
Yes, but I've always been the dungeon master, so I haven't played myself.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to start a D&D group next.
We need to well, Ambrosia and I are going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, and there's like pickup games of D&D. So maybe we could drop by at Comic-Con. There's like different rooms. I'm sure you can drop by and play like a quick like 2-hour game.
2 hour quick 2 hour
A quick
game.
2-hour game. We got the whole
It's fine.
weekend.
It's fine.
But anyway, what are your guys' reading lists for today?
Deanna,
Do you
go
want to go
ahead.
first?
Nope,
Oh.
it's all you, girl.
Okay. Well, my list isn't that long. First, we have Nightwing 128, Batman and Robin Jason Todd, issue 2, Batman and Robin Year 1, issue 9, Batman Superman World's Finest, issue 41, Detective Comics 1099, Wonder Woman 23, Titans 25, Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, issue 1, and Absolute Batman 10 and Spider-Girl, issue 2. That's
Very
it.
nice.
No, that's not it. You got through a lot too. Amazing.
I should have. Did I prep? Oh, Wonder Woman. Yeah, I did prep that. Nice. I didn't get to read. There's some there that I didn't get to read. So, okay, I'm very interested.
I think we got a wide range today.
Yeah.
Everybody read something different.
Yes, very
There was
much
also
so.
just a lot of comics out this week. Like,
Yes, there were.
Yes, that surprised me.
who said they were gonna read Be Not Afraid?
I was,
But
but I
did you-
couldn't get to it. I'm sorry.
It's all right. No, it's okay. I get excited sometimes when people bring up the indie comic stuff because I know on the show like we focus a lot on DC and Marvel, but I know that there are third party Image Comics, Dynamite, Boom Studios, that sort of thing. Oni Press that does the Rick and Morty comics we talked about like last week. Like there's a lot out there, so I get excited when I'm like, oh, okay. Even though it's not always from me, because I tend to stick to DC and Marvel.
Yeah, the concept was so cool of the comic. I just wanted to get to it, but I couldn't.
What was just really quick? What was the premise of Be Not Afraid?
It's like Southern Gothic. This young woman gets pregnant, and 18 years later, the angel or demon spawn gets like agency, and it should be really cool. And the artwork is also really interesting.
Okay.
So I'm sad I haven't gotten it, but I will.
Yeah. Yeah, Be Not Afraid issue 2 came out this week from Boom Studios. So anyone out there who wants to pick it up, pick it up.
And
All
oh wait, you just said Boom Studios.
Boom
Just kidding.
Studios, yeah. Ambrosia, what's your list?
Okay. Definitely not as I had goals and I unfortunately couldn't get to all of them. But Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe issue number 1, Spider-Girl issue number 2, Eddie Brock Carnage, issue number 6. Star Wars, issue number 3. And Predator versus Spider-Man, issue number 4. I had hopes of getting to Exceptional X-Men, issue 11, and Giant Size House of M, issue 1, and Ultimate X-Men, issue number 17, but I wasn't able to get to those.
Did Giant Size X-Men number 1 came out this week. I read that one. I forgot.
Oh, you did good job.
Yeah. Again, I get my weeks mixed up sometimes. So that means I have to prep a image for that because eventually I will talk about that. So, do you guys... Here's a question for you guys because we always ask pick of the week. Before saying what your pick of the week is, was it an easy pick of the week? Like, is it obvious, like just an obvious number 1 pick, whatever you did pick?
No.
For this week, yes.
Okay, let's go with Deanna. It seems like an easy pick. What was your easy number 1 pick?
No surprise, Absolute Batman issue 10.
Okay, let's talk about it because it was crazy. Ambrosia, are you reading this?
No, but I think you told me that I need to get onto the absolute bandwagon.
You need to get on the absolute DC stuff, but also very like I think all of them would resonate with you, but like Absolute Batman would be your jam, Ambrosia. Like
I think that's what we were talking about last time. What issue are we on?
Because what do I always call you?
Edgelord of Comics.
Yeah, you're an edgelord, which means anyone, you know, with spikes and like armor and like.
And I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's totally your jam. So yeah, Absolute Batman number 10. Deanna, why is that your number 1 pick?
Something about the Absolute Universe, every issue, it just surprises me more and more. And I don't think it can get better, but it does every time, every week.
Yeah.
It's just so good. It was a bit gory. Well, it's gory every time, but I think like this week's really specifically.
It was really gory this week.
Yeah.
Also, there's just a lot of like body horror in this issue and like I think the last issue it was because like in this Absolute DC universe, the characters that we know, like the more monstrous Batman villains, are literal like scientific experiment monsters in the Absolute DC universe. So they're being experimented on. So like Bruce Wayne's friend Waylon Jones, who in the regular DC universe is Killer Croc, he's just a normal person until he gets kidnapped and turned into Killer Croc, a monster.
Like a giant lizard. And I was like, what happened?
Not only a giant lizard, like, because I thought he was just going to be a straightforward, big crocodile-looking character.
Yeah.
But, like, Ambrosia, imagine a huge crocodile with a long snout. But the snout, or, like, the jaws of the crocodile are not his mouth, per se.
Oh.
His head's at the tip of his snout. So technically the jaws is like his chest opening up.
Okay.
Into this like creature. You know what I'm talking about? Like his teeth go back, down his neck, down his chest, and everything kind of opens up.
That's wild.
It's so gross.
I need to look into that because that is the stuff that I
My
like.
literal notes are Waylon is an actual croc. The fuck?
Yeah.
Waylon is the actual croc. The fuck?
You have actual notes. It's so funny.
Yeah, I take notes.
That.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's like a lot of cool things in the Absolute Batman book that are very edgy and very dark, but it has a point to it. So like if you're gonna do dark and gritty, have a point, like almost have a heart underneath the leather and the armor and the spikes and stuff. You know what I mean? Like have a metaphorically speaking.
The reason why it's so gory.
Yeah. And so like I think Absolute Batman definitely skirts the line of like, was this necessary? But I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah. It also adds to the story. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, no, don't apologize. I haven't even read the story and I'm jumping in.
There's some really gross parts in this issue though. Like Ugh.
Give us an example.
Like
Uh,
something he sometimes just vomits something out, and it's almost like
Oh.
almost tentacle-ish
yeah. Well, there was
when
that
when he
lock
gets it out.
pick. There was a lock pick that he like embedded in the top roof of his mouth
Yeah.
that he like pulls
Okay.
Or
out, and like there's also a point where turning his he's been turning his bathroom waste into explosives. Like they just mentioned that because he's trying to break out, and it's actually a really cool issue, but like he keeps trying to break out, and then Bane keeps like getting him and then putting him back in.
Okay.
And it's a lot of escape attempts of Batman trying to outsmart Bane. This universe's Bane is just a
yeah,
monster. He's like
it's
10 feet tall.
gruesome.
Perfect.
My other note was using his teeth as weapon. Fuck yeah, sick.
Oh, he did use his teeth as weapons. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ambrosia.
he used them like as
I'm
a
writing this down because I
knuckle.
need to get onto this bandwagon.
He takes out his
Ultimate.
teeth and puts them as like little Wolverine claw kind of things.
Oh my gosh.
Like to
Like
create
Ultimate
knuckle
weapons.
braces. Is that what it's called?
Brass knuckles, yeah.
Brass knuckles.
But kind of
Oh
more
my
like
gosh.
I mean brass knuckles, yeah, but more like to puncture
Yeah.
and slice, yeah. But like you do see this universe's versions of like Clayface. I saw in the back. I was trying to make sense of all the monsters. There's a Clayface. There's a Poison Ivy. There's a Man
Yes.
Bat. There's a Professor Pig. And I couldn't make sense of who that centipede looking thing is. But it makes me think maybe it's Killer Moth, but as before he cocoons and turns into a moth.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that's the only thing I can think of. Like this universe is like monster killer
Yeah,
caterpillar,
interesting theory.
right? Like killer caterpillar before it becomes killer moth, right?
Yeah, I haven't thought of that. I was just kind of like so grossed out by everything. I just
Yeah, yeah. It is literally a horror. Like it
horror
seems like
show. Yeah.
yeah, it seems like Cabin in the Woods. If you've ever seen Cabin in the Woods,
Yeah.
it's like that. It's like a thing
Okay.
of full of monsters. So anyway, that's absolutely Batman number 10. Good pick.
It is a good pick. I wonder how they will wrap this up because I have no idea.
I don't know because DC has announced that they have plans for the absolute DC universe, right? So they're
Mhm.
they're doing an app. It's called Absolute Evil, and it comes out I think in December, and it's a mini series teaming up the absolute villains of this universe.
Okay. I haven't heard of that, but that's cool.
Yeah, I think they just announced it today or yesterday maybe. So, and we're gonna obviously be hearing more news coming from Comic-Con. Ambrosia live on the scene.
Yeah. I can report on it.
Yeah. But okay, good pick. I'm trying to figure out like my pick. No, I know it.
Ooh, what is it?
You know it.
So, okay, so like, anyone who's been watching this for a while like knows that, it takes a lot for me to venture outside to like Image Comics, not because or Dynamite or Boom Studios or whatever. Like anything not Marvel or DC, like it takes a really good series for me to go out there. Not that they have bad series, but like it needs to resonate with me to put my time and my money into it. And so Image Comics has a lot of really good series. So like Battle Beast number 3 was really good, but Image Comics has an imprint called Ghost Machine, and Ghost Machine has a sub imprints. One of my favorite comics from Image Comics and Ghost Machine is Redcoat. So my pick of the week is Redcoat issue 13.
Is this the history one?
Yes, this is the historical figure one. So
Oh my gosh, I need to be like I've been meaning to pick this up because you have spoke so highly on this and I haven't read it yet.
it seems like it's being written for a movie or for a TV show that like would be really cool. Deanna, do you know the premise of this?
No, I heard it for the first time. What's it about?
Okay, so it's about a character named, I think his name's Simon Pure, but he's not pure. He's kind of an asshole. And so Simon Pure is a Redcoat, which is a British soldier during the Revolutionary War. And he stumbles across like a weird magical ritual that's supposed to give immortality to like Ben Franklin or something. I forget. Basically, it's historical fiction. It's like American history, but with a magic twist to it.
Okay.
So in this, he stumbles across it and he accidentally becomes immortal. And because he's immortal, now he's living through American history and meeting like famous American like and I mean later like some international like real life people, but in the context of the story, some of them are magical, some of them aren't, and like there's little twists. So in like the first story arc, he teams up with like a 13-year-old Albert Einstein, and like he's his sidekick in like the early 1900s. But like he starts off in like 1776 or whatever, and he goes through history and he like meets Johnny Appleseed and whatnot. But this issue and the previous issue was cool because they introduced a new character that's hopping to other comics, and the character is called the Northerner, and he is a soldier from the future, well, that time's future, but basically from an alternate timeline where the South stays seceded from the North in American Civil War. And so like there are two Americas. And so he comes from that alternate timeline to the past to try to stop that from happening. So now he's crossed over with Simon Pure, and like it's just a really good book. And the Northerner has met Simon in the future, but Simon hasn't met Northerner yet because it's time travel. Anyway, point being is Northerner's like, you're an asshole. You're always going to be an asshole. I'm going to leave, and you're going to continue through history, not ever standing up for what's right, not ever picking a side, not ever like being a good person, right? Always being selfish. And at the end of this book, in this issue, he signs up to fight for the North in the Civil War. And I'm like, boom, love it. Character arc, love it.
Okay, a bit like the Christmas Carol, where the ghost visits him of the past.
Kind of, I mean, in a way, kind of, because he's
of
like
the future in that
Christmas
case.
Future, right? So technically, it takes a ghost from the future to make you change your ways. So Redcoat number 13 is my pick of the week.
I gotta put it on my list.
I know.
Redcoat.
I've had it on my list, and I think part of me is waiting for it to come out in trade.
It has to be in trade. Like the first,
is it?
Because it's issue 13. Like,
okay, let's see.
I'm gonna look it up, but
also I'm a single issue. A lot of times, I love single issues. It's a collector in me. But
the first trade is out.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. Second trade is also out.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
Yeah, first and second trade are out.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
I hope there's someone at Comic-Con dressed as Redcoat.
I think that's gonna be you. I know. You should do it. You could do this, Dimithri.
Yeah,
you have
maybe because I think Ghost Machine and Image Comics are having a panel on it. So
cool.
Let me look into it.
I've always wondered how big Comic-Con is. Like how big is it? I only know
San
smaller
Diego's the
cons.
biggest one.
What?
Have you been to it before? Multiple.
No, I've never been outseas for another convention. Just here.
So
what about you, Dimithri?
Yeah. I go every year to San
Diego.
How long?
Or for how long have you been going for?
Since probably 2012. No, 2013.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I think 2013, but there was one year I missed it, and I got messed up. And
was it because of COVID?
It. No, it was due to my ex. I think there was something that happened. Anyway, the turnout for Comic-Con in like 2022 was 135,000.
Oh my gosh!
Over the 4 days, right? But
we don't even have that many people in our city. What?
People come from all over. San Diego's the biggest. Anyway, for anyone out there who's watching or listening, Ambrosia and I and a couple other people will be doing a panel at San Diego Comic-Con this year on Thursday at 2:00 at the library venue of Comic-Con. So, comics for education. we're gonna be talking about that. So anyway,
There's
shout
a
out.
library venue.
So there's a couple of
Yeah.
offsite venues. So because
What?
it's so huge, it's the huge convention center, then it's the Marriott, so the hotel, the Omni Hotel, the library is an offsite. So all of those and their rooms on the first floor, like their conference rooms, are all taken up by Comic-Con.
What? That's insane.
Deanna, next year you
come.
should come.
I don't know if the money's gonna put that through.
Who knows? If you do a panel, you get free badges. So
Really?
you just have to
Wow.
figure out the flight and the
Yeah, hotel.
stay. But it's definitely worth going to. Anyway, that's enough plugs just for now. We'll plug later. Ambrosia, what's your pick of the week?
Oh, sorry. Speaking of like being the edgelord of comics, I am gonna go with Eddie Brock's Carnage.
I got halfway through it. I like this series.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I've told you
I
I like this series, and I like all new Venom now. I like what they've been doing with this character.
Yeah, I don't think that we talked about. I don't think I've been on since we've talked about Carnage. Have we? Have I?
I
I think we talked about Venom. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I am really no, I don't think so because I don't know, man. But I just like Charles Soule's writing to begin with. He writes a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, and he wrote 8 Billion Genies. Shout out to Charles
Yes.
Soule.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I love that book. Yeah. And so for one, I love his writing. I don't think there's something that he's written that I haven't enjoyed. So I was really excited to see that he was writing this, especially because I haven't really been thrilled like with what we were doing with Venom and like everything after, was it the Black?
King in Black.
Thank you. The King in Black series, things have been kind of all over. But I really feel like I love where this is going. I mean, we still have Eddie, who is, our anti-hero. But I also like it reminds me of Dexter, who, Eddie is trying to just target serial killers, which is funny because that's
Carnage was a serial killer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I thought that was that this part is cool. But obviously it's not fulfilling what the Carnage symbiote really wants.
Yeah. Like I think the premise of the book, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the Carnage symbiote is almost like a devil, like in the back of his head. So like the Carnage symbiote is on Eddie, and the Carnage symbiote needs Eddie to find serial killers, to find the worst serial killers, so Eddie can get rid of Carnage, so Carnage can find a new host that is more in line with like Cletus Cassidy and like his old host.
100%.
But at the same time, Carnage needs Eddie to kill, and Eddie doesn't want to kill.
So, like, I think what was it, issue 1 or issue 6? We have, how he wakes up in the field of
I read that part,
of all animals, that he slaughtered, but that doesn't feed Carnage, and then he didn't even remember that he did all of that. So it's, him doing things that he doesn't want to do, but also he needs to do them at the same time.
It's a cool book.
It really is. I have enjoyed because I hated, I didn't like how we saw Eddie Brock as, oh shit, what was he after? Oh, he was the King of Black.
I don't like Venom or the symbiotes or Carnage. I don't like any of them, but the new twists they've been doing on them have been really good. So
no, I agree, especially like after Venom War, because this is like what spun out of Venom War. And so I've really enjoyed this. Yeah. And so I really hope that like they add in Dylan in here and we see like
not while he has Carnage.
No.
So like don't bring his son in when there's a killer loose, But yeah.
Well, actually, I think that would be cool.
It could be cool. I like all new Venom right now, and Dylan's in that, so.
Yeah. But I feel like that they've been like so separated. Like after the whole King in Black series, I was really excited how we had Dylan with Eddie. And then I feel like it just got like miscombobulated. Yeah. And so I would really like to see it all like come together cohesively.
Yeah, I think before all this, it was kind of stale.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad.
So I wasn't really a fan. Deanna, are you a fan of the symbiotes from Spider-Man?
Not that I could say. So
No, it's fine.
I
'Cause
just
And
know
that's okay.
No.
That's okay.
I feel like the
I'm
symbiotes
sorry.
are exactly the opposite of like things you would get in DC. Because I've never heard anyone who's like a big DC fan just be a real big fan of the symbiotes in Spider-Man.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I have to think about it. I mean, the closest thing you get to a symbiote in DC is like Jaime Reyes' Blue Beetle. Like, because he has the reach technology in the back of his head, but like, it's not the same. And even then, I don't know. That's a thought for another time. Maybe you guys can do a TikTok on it or something. I wonder what if you guys agree with me. I don't know if anyone out there agrees with me. Let me know in the comments.
Well,
Like, comment,
you guys
subscribe, follow, do your thing.
are more versed in like the DC side of things than I am.
DC has, I mean, Marvel has heart, DC has heart, so I can't say that one has heart and one doesn't.
No.
But DC kind of has hope. If I had to boil it down, like DC has hope and Marvel has struggle. And
Okay.
Mhm.
you know, like
That's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, do explain.
That's why they torture Peter Parker so much. And like in DC, we were talking about it in a previous episode. I don't think there's a DC character that gets tortured as much as Peter Parker.
No, he gets tortured so much, which I
Yeah.
think that's why I love him so much.
Right, but it's all
He's
about
just
his
a
struggle.
pain soul.
It's like
Yeah.
they need him in pain all the time, and it's like, but in DC, it's always like the overcoming of struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Marvel's like struggle is inevitable, you'll never get rid of it. Look at all the X-Men, look at all the mutants, right? Like you will never, and this ties in with Age of Revelation that I'll talk about later. But like Superman and stuff, and like Superman as a character, sure, super hopeful. But even characters like Batman and whatever, it's about like overcoming the struggle. You know?
The light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. In Marvel, it's like, is that a light or is that like one of those deep water fish that are gonna eat you? You know, that has the little the angler thing.
Life is pain. It will never get better.
Yeah.
You will suffer.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I think. But let's move on. There's a lot of good comics that came out this week. Just a lot of comics in general. Let's move on. Did we all read Spider-Girl #2?
I think so.
Yes.
That's so funny, and I'm proud of all you guys. Are you guys liking it?
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
fun.
We're
It's
only
fun.
on issue 2,
Yeah.
but yes, I've liked it. I also feel like I'm super biased though because I really like Torin Greenbeck, the writer.
Oh, yeah.
And oh shoot, what country is she from? She's somewhere in like the European area. No, sorry, area, not era. Oh wait, where's the area with Vikings?
Norwegian. So Torin
She's Norwegian.
Greenbeck is Norwegian.
Yes, because I got to interview her a couple years ago.
Oh, nice.
And she's just like the coolest person in the world. So I feel like I'm a little biased because I just think she's super cool and I love her. And when I grow up, I want to be just like her. But I've loved her comics, including Spider-Girl.
Yeah, I like this one. Spider-Girl spun off from Spider-Boy. Spider-Boy ended. I started off being like, I don't know the purpose of having a Spider-Boy in general, but now that he's around, like, I feel bad for him, and I want to, like, he's just a little boy. And then Spider-Girl spun off from that, and I didn't think we needed a Spider-Girl, and now I'm, like, more inclined to Spider-Girl now. So, like, I feel like I keep entering it being, like, another one, and then I'm like, all right, another one.
No,
No.
I think it's really... I'm sorry, go first.
Oh, no, you go.
No, you go.
Too late.
Okay, and what I like about the series is it feels very Spider-Man. Like it's funny, it's entertaining, and also because it's more catered to a younger audience, it's also not that gory.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is hope.
Yeah. I also like the fact, and I just found out this issue, I don't know if it came up last issue, but this issue I found out, like, oh, she has a family. I just realized that, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Because we're so used to spider people not having families.
Yeah, or like being orphans or whatever. Yeah.
The heroes in general, yeah.
that's why I like Miss Marvel a lot, because Miss Marvel has a family, you know.
Mhm.
And that's why I like it. Like, I like it when they switch things up, because not every superhero's situation is gonna be the same. So like, some superheroes, like, tell your family your secret identity. Like, if I was a superhero, I would tell my family. Of course I would.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No.
No.
Ooh. Okay.
No,
Is
I
it?
don't want him to worry.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. I thought you were
I'm
gonna
just a
say
terrible.
because you just
Oh.
don't like your family, and so you wouldn't tell them anything.
No. I love them, and that's why I wouldn't tell them.
Interesting.
Oh, which
I
so like that's very much Peter Parker because he doesn't want to put anyone in harm's way, but he still does.
especially Aunt May, right? Like, doesn't want her worrying. For me personally, if in that superhero dilemma, I would rather my family have the info necessary, and if they choose to worry or they choose not to worry, that's up to them, and we can talk about things. But if I don't tell them, then I'm lying to them every single time, and they might still worry, because I could disappear for 6 months in an alternate dimension and then come back and they're like, where were you for 6 months? As opposed to like in Invincible, like when Omni-Man is a hero, he like disappears a lot and then he comes back and his wife is like, okay, you're back home. You've been gone for weeks, but I get it.
That's worse, knowing why the person's not here.
Really?
I'd rather not know.
You'd rather like your family member just disappear for 6 months and you wouldn't know, versus like they disappear for 6 months and it could be that there's hope that they get to come back, but in real
Or,
life,
like, at least
I feel like the hope is bigger when you don't know, like the uncertainty of it all.
well, no, like I think I would
don't
like
know.
second guess everything. Like, what did I do wrong? Did I say something? Did I do something? And yeah, I think I would much rather have. I hate lying and like hiding things, and I'm a terrible liar. And so
that would be funny. Like, Ambrosia, where were you?
I had to go to Walmart for 10 hours.
I got mail.
Yeah, no, and so I think I would have to tell because I'm just terrible at lying. But yeah, no, going back to I don't want anyone to like, even though they would worry, I would at least have them worry knowing that I'm in space.
Yeah, or that
Instead of
you have
just, like-
superhero friends at least, right?
Oh yeah, so like let me just go call Captain America real quick. Maybe they might know something.
I would have like a backup call service. Like I like it when like maybe like your family knows another superhero's family, so that you can like kind of be together. Like, there's strength in community.
Yeah, oh,
I feel like the
100%.
more you open the scope, the more dangerous it gets. Like everybody knows who your parents are and how they could get hurt in that way.
Deanna,
I would take a
I could
step
tell you're a
back.
Batman fan by your answers. Deanna's like, no, I have to keep them safe.
I gotta do it by myself.
Yeah. I'm the only hero Gotham needs.
Well, I would have other superhero friends, but I wouldn't tell anyone.
Okay, it's fair. It's kind of like when Robin, in both the Young Justice comic and the Young Justice cartoon, when he's in his secret identity, he doesn't tell anyone who he is, and he wears sunglasses when he's out in his like normal clothes. And it's like, oh, so I don't know that guy's secret identity, but he's just wearing sunglasses. That's Robin.
Yeah, that would be me. I would just wear sunglasses all the time, even inside.
Yeah.
Like a huge tea bag.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say don't do that because I like will keep my prescription sunglasses on and I hate it because I think people think I'm like a big douchebag.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna do it for the concept.
I'm like, listen, guys, I swear I'm not a douchebag. I don't want to switch off my glasses.
So we're gonna move on to some more.
Sorry,
comics,
next comic.
Spider-Girl
issue number 2. I've really enjoyed. I'm liking where this is going, and it's different than the Spider-Verse, which is hard to do, but I think that they're doing a really good job with Spider-Girl and Spider-Boy.
Also, the fact that her powers aren't spider-based.
Yeah, 100%.
They're mimic-based, right?
Yes, which we haven't seen that, so I like that.
Yeah. Shout out to Claude, Curly, Insane Guy out there. Saying, hey, I'm late, haven't picked up my comics for the week, but my main grab will be Imperial number 2. I'm going to talk about Imperial number 2, definitely, but, I mean, we got a lot of comics, that we got to go over. So, I'm trying to think did we all read Godzilla versus Destroys the Marvel Universe?
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Okay, nice. So previous to this, they've been Marvel's been doing one shots of like Godzilla versus Thor or Spider-Man versus Thor, X-Men versus Godzilla versus Thor, Godzilla versus Spider-Man, X-Men versus Spider-Man, or sorry, X-Men versus Godzilla. I'm getting mixed up. But the point being is all Godzilla one shots where Godzilla's going up against these heroes. And I thought this was going to be a one shot, and it's not, and I'm so much more happier that it wasn't a one shot because I wanted this to breathe. You have the whole Marvel universe versus Godzilla. Like, what are the antics that happen? So I was surprised that I liked this issue because I really didn't care about it, but I knew that you guys were going to read it.
Oh, well, thank you for reading it. For us, did you read any of the one-offs?
I didn't. No,
I didn't either. I chose not to read those and just jump into the Marvel universe, which they were trying to set up for this with the one-offs. But yeah, I didn't read those either. But I also enjoyed this series. As much as I like Godzilla, I'm always going to be a Godzilla hater. Like, I will always choose everyone else who's fighting Godzilla for the most part.
Oh,
Like with King Kong versus Godzilla, I was all about Kong.
Well, that I'm pro King Kong because he's the underdog. But if it's Godzilla versus some huge spider, I'm not going to cheer for the huge spider.
But what if it was a nice spider?
Well, generally, I don't put myself on sides of giant beings that destroy a city.
This is true.
That's true, but like, what are you going to do if Godzilla shows up? What are you going to do?
Well, I'm not going to be there because I'm in Switzerland.
Well, in the movies, like a bunch of monsters go to different parts of the world, so
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
There's it can happen.
Something that I find is interesting about this book is that this Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. It brings up the fact that Godzilla has risen before and gone to Tokyo and done his thing, which makes me think that it is tied in with the old Godzilla Marvel comics. And it's not tied into the legendary ones. So DC is doing like legendary, so the newer Godzilla King Kong movies, like that continuity. DC is doing crossovers with that. And this, I think, they're dealing with Godzilla as he appeared in the Marvel comics back in the 70s.
Okay.
That's what I think. That's how I think they're like, this is classic Godzilla. DC is doing legendary, the production company Legendary dealing with their continuity. So, I like this one.
No,
I don't know what to say.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's fun. And the art is really good for this.
Yes. And I think that's what I like
Nothing
about
too
it.
serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that you don't need a ton of like background.
Yeah.
It's like I honestly, this is a book that I would have in my classroom.
This is definitely a kid's book. Like it is very kid oriented, like all age. It's not like kiddie, but it is all ages.
Very much so. I even like the first thing I thought about with this one was like this would be a great book to teach onomatopoeias.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's so many like ka-choom, skaroom, like throughout all the pages. Like
I just
I feel
realized
like everybody could jump into this.
Yeah. Ambrosia, I realized that that's also just a good lesson point, like teaching onomatopoeias and like literary devices like that through.
100%. Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. All right. Cool. Moving on. We're gonna pick up the pace on some of these. Let's stick to Marvel crossover events. I read Predator versus Spider-Man 4. I know Ambrosia did. Deanna didn't, right?
No, I haven't gotten any Marvel comics anymore. That's all I
Other
have.
than Spider-Girl 2, right?
Yeah, Spider-Girl 2 and Godzilla.
Okay. So Predator versus Spider-Man 4, Ambrosia, did you like the way this ended?
Yes, I did. I didn't feel like this is the finale, right?
Yeah, it was only 4 issues.
And I didn't feel like it was the finale. I guess I was looking for like more.
Yeah, it kind of ends.
It just ended. Like I wouldn't have until I asked. I honestly thought that there was going to be one more. I didn't think it like. I didn't feel like it ended. I really think that they could have. I think it should have been a 5-issue series instead of just what we got. It was fine. It's not I can't stand Mary Jane. Well, you know what? I can't say that thought that there was going to be more because it literally says the end.
Yeah.
So there's that. Um but Mary Jane isn't my favorite and she's in here.
Yeah. But
Um
Craven is the perfect villain to bring into Predator because he would
oh,
want to fight the Predators.
100% because typically he's the predator. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved that Craven was able to come out and basically team up with Peter.
Yeah. And Craven literally bested a Predator single-handedly.
No, and he like literally showed that he would die for his city, which
Craven?
uh
No,
no.
Spider-Man, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, when Spider-Man takes the bomb. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, I loved Craven in here.
Yeah.
I liked Craven in here more than I liked the Spider-Man run of Craven the Hunter. Like that whole little series.
I forget which series is that.
It was like in between Amazing Spider-Man. It's not that great.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay. So yeah, that's Predator versus Spider-Man. Did you guys read Absolute Flash?
No.
So you guys are reading
Just
Absolute
skimmed through
Batman,
it.
but not Absolute Flash. Okay, that's fair.
I'm not reading any not yet.
Yeah.
I'm not reading any yet.
I mean, Absolute Batman is better than Absolute Flash. This is Absolute Flash issue 5. I personally think it's getting better. Some people are saying they don't like it as much now. I thought the first 3 issues were a little bit too wackadoo, like very like trying to figure out what's going on. This is more straightforward, and I like the Flash when he's more straightforward type stuff, So it is what it is. But I liked this one. We'll see where it goes. Absolute Flash is not one of my favorite Absolute comics. I'll say that.
No, it lacks something, and I don't know what it is.
Purpose, I think, like a greater point to be made, maybe.
That could be it. Yeah, I have the same issue also with Wonder Woman 23 and Titans 25. I feel like something is missing. I don't get the point of the story
With what?
with both these issues and stories overall, with Wonder Woman and Titans.
Oh, with the other, like the not Absolute Wonder Woman. You
Yes,
mean?
yes, not absolute. Yes.
Okay, I thought you were talking about, because I think Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Martian Manhunter have a clear point that they're trying
Yeah.
to do, which makes those 4 the strongest, and the 2 weaker ones being Flash and Green Lantern. So, tell me about Wonder Woman, because I didn't read this one.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say at this point. She's like in this universe where everybody speaks mouse rhymes.
Oh, is it because of Mouse Man?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Mouse Man the villain in
It's
this one?
kinda.
Okay.
She's looking for this girl, for her sister, but yeah.
Like her Amazonian sister? Oh yeah, it is Mouse
Yes,
Man.
yes.
It is. I mean, the art is really good. I'll say that.
That's true. But I don't know. I just feel like something's missing.
Yeah. It is kind of a weird issue. I think it'll probably make sense over time. Like there's certain comics where they just drop you into something weird, and then they're like, you'll figure it out. But
Yeah,
like
that's
you don't
true,
always
yeah.
figure it out in that issue. You have to wait a couple of issues to figure it out, and then it's like, is it worth continuing? So certain arcs of comics are just better to be read as trades, and some are fun to read weekly.
Yeah, that's true. I get that, yeah.
What I thought was really good weekly, that I've really liked is Detective Comics, because like Tom Taylor's Detective Comics run, I don't know, I've been a fan of this one. 1099 came out this week.
Yeah, it has been good. It's a wrap-up issue, so
Yeah.
next up it's gonna be another story, but I thought it was a good story. It's fun.
I loved the way it ended because it was so funny.
Yeah, it felt like a movie a bit.
Yeah.
Like a movie ending.
Yeah. Like the movie, basically, Ambrosia, you're not reading this, right?
No.
So in this story arc of Detective Comics, like there's a secret shadow organization that is all about like living forever. But you find out at the end that the one guy living forever is like stuck in a tube with like just like, and he can't venture outside. His whole point is he wants to live forever. And so he just doesn't leave his tube. Like he just like, and like,
Introvert's dream.
yeah. And then
Okay.
at the end, I don't want to spoil it, but anyway, I
No, you're
definitely-
fine. You could spoil it.
I mean, you know, anyone out there, flip forward 30 seconds or whatever. But at the end, he's like, "You can't get me in the tube. I set up a 5-year clock where nobody can go in or out." And they're like, "You just locked yourself in for 5 years? Okay, I guess I'll be back in 5 years to arrest you." Okay, like he has to stay there. So he just
There's
like
nothing else
screwed
to do.
himself over. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
all his
fabulous.
assistants have been defeated also. So it's literally just him alone. And that's the way he wants to live out his immortal life.
Good for him. Good for him.
It's funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Good. I'm excited for what's coming next, though.
Yeah. Deanna, what's another book that you really liked this week?
I liked. What did I like? Batman and Superman: World's Finest 41.
Did you like this one?
Yes.
Okay. Tell
You
me
didn't?
tell me what. Yeah, I'm not a big Bizarro fan. Like I like
Okay.
certain Bizarro stories. But tell me you like this one?
Yes, I thought it was like very wacky and absurd, but also very fun. And I love the dynamic of the trio. So I feel like that peps up the story a lot for me.
Yeah. I kind of like, and I mean I don't like the fact that like they're kind of cutting Wonder Woman out, but like I do like the fact that like they've been showing us a little bit more about the interaction between Dick Grayson, Robin, and Superman. And the fact that
Mhm.
like Superman's essentially like an uncle to him, you know?
Yes, yes. It's very found family, funny. I feel like you can just jump in and the next week maybe don't and still understand everything.
Yeah. And I mean it's written by this is still Mark Waid, right? Writing. Is it still Mark Waid
I'm not
writing?
sure. I think so.
I gotta look it up. I think it's still Mark Waid, right? And Mark Waid, everything he's writing, I mean,
Just turns
am,
into gold.
I won't take Mark Waid slander. I won't take it. If you don't like him, that's okay. Like everybody, you know, does their own thing, likes their own thing. But at the same time, like, don't you dare come after Uncle Mark. You know, don't come after Uncle Mark. Uncle Mark can do no wrong. Unless he actually does do wrong, and then I will.
You will
accept
change
that.
your mind.
I mean, with fans of Neil Gaiman, like they've had to come to terms. I get it. Mark Waid, as far as I know, is awesome. So as long as he stays awesome, I'm all for him. Ambrosia, what's another book that you read this week?
I'll be honest. I got halfway done through Star Wars, and unfortunately, that was it.
Was it?
Um,
Did you only get halfway because you didn't like it?
No, just because of time. When you said that you were running late today, I was like, okay, great, I could read one more.
Yeah, that's fair.
But this is issue 3 of the Star Wars series. Where we have Lando and Luke together investigating a raid at the New Republic.
Okay.
So I will always recommend any Star Wars series.
Is it fair to say that you would say that if you're a Star Wars fan, read the Star Wars comic?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. That's a
100%.
good stance to take.
Especially because Charles Soule was writing it, and right now it is Alex. What is it? Segura.
Oh, Segura. Yeah.
Segura, yes. And they're doing a really good job. But no, I always tell fans, just because you get so much more of like the backstory.
Yeah.
And is it canon? Probably not.
It is canon.
Oh, fabulous. And it's canon because I mean, we get so many great characters. We got Dr. Aphra from him.
Yeah.
Which is so cool. And so I always recommend the comics. I also read like some of his like Charles Soule's Star Wars books of the New Republic. But I've really or the High Republic? Yes, the High Republic. But I've really enjoyed the comics.
Awesome. We're gonna run through everybody else's reading list because then I have a couple at the end that I do want to touch on, but I don't want to like take away from your guys' stuff. So,
No, it's true.
really quick, Nightwing 128. Quick thoughts for anyone who read it.
It was fun, and I also like the extra story under the Batarang Moon, but that's also in every Batman story at the moment.
Which story is that?
Batgirl and Nightwing go on a quasi date
Oh, is
in a
that
museum.
is that the tie-in with Worlds Collide?
Yes, tie-in. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay.
But I thought it was okay.
I've been skipping those.
Issue. Okay, I think you should read it. It's fun. It's cute.
Okay, cool.
But the issue itself was also good.
Yeah, I think this is an example of an issue that I should read as a overall trade as opposed to like a single issue because I feel like it didn't give me enough as a single issue.
Yeah, it just ended so abruptly. It just I need to know more.
Yeah. We also got Batman and Robin Year 1 issue 9. I've been loving. This is also Mark Waid. I've been loving this and the art is so good. It's Somni. Somni on art, Waid on writing, and like
yeah,
I love it.
It's so good, yeah.
I didn't expect the twist at the end.
I was so shocked I had to get up and do a wraparound.
It's so good. The twist, you see his eyes, and because I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna figure it out, and then you see his eyes.
He knows,
and it's well, okay, never mind. Who knows? Who
so
knows what will
good.
happen? No spoilers here, but who knows?
Anyway, go read Batman and Robin Year 1.
Yes. This is issue 9. I think there's 12. Is there 12 issues or 10?
I think 12, if I'm not wrong.
I'm hoping.
Is this a series that you would recommend?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Absolutely, yes.
It's the first year of Batman and Robin being a duo, so it's like, that's kind of how it works.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because I've heard really good things about this one as well.
I mean, again, the writing and art is like, they're a really good team. You know, so.
Yeah, their dynamic is so good.
Talk about a dynamic duo, am I right?
I love it.
So, according to what I'm seeing, as far as like solicits, there's only 11 issues, but I can't tell if it's just
11.
Just because the 12th one hasn't been loaded in.
That would be an odd number to end on.
Or maybe it's because they were planning for 10, and I like it when this happens. They plan for 10, and then they realize there's too much story, so they're like, let's go one more issue. I'd rather them go one extra issue than dial it back one issue.
See, that's what they did with issue 4 in Predator versus Spider-Man. They could have done issue 5.
They were just, it would have been, tighter. All right, so talk about Titans 25. I'm going to do a TikTok about the imagery going on the cover because this is an homage to Grant Morrison's Earth 1 miniseries or Earth 2 miniseries. And I still don't know. There's too many connections going on and I'm trying to figure it out. But I won't talk about that right now. I love this series. This is Titans.
What? Really?
You don't like it? You don't like the series?
No. I don't know. I said it before, like with Wonder Woman, something is missing.
Okay. Is it the writing or is it the art or is it?
I think it's the overall storylines, just how they're told. Like they're just so ending abruptly. And you're like, okay, where are we? What just happened?
This issue was a little abrupt. I'll give you that. I'm a big fan of like 20-something-year-old Titans and they're still friends after being friends for like 10 years, right?
Yeah, I also like that dynamic, but the stories aren't just what I want.
Yeah.
What I like.
Yeah. I don't like the villain group. I'll say that. I don't like the villains in this. So maybe you're slapping me back to reality. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not, but I just love this series. So this issue wasn't as strong as it could have been. But I still love the series. I'm still going to continue with it. What am I going to do?
Not read it.
Yeah, what am I going to do? Like, what? I'm going to give up on the Titans?
What? I would never do that.
I will never. Robin and Batman, Jason Todd, issue 2. This is a 3-issue miniseries. It looks like watercolors from artist Dustin Nguyen. I thought it was good, but I don't know how this is going to last 3 issues. And, like, what's the point of this?
Yeah, I feel like it's just a continuation of the one with Dick Grayson. So I think they're just going to run through all the Robins. I liked it. There's a Nightwing cameo. And I just wonder how will they wrap this up?
Yeah.
Like 3 issues are really short span.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like the first Robin and Batman a lot more happened.
Yeah, it's a bit slower. You're right, yeah.
I feel like this one's a little bit slower. Yeah. I mean, the art is really good, though. So, like,
you
know.
So that makes up for it.
Kind of. You get lost in the art. It's nice when you can, like, have that to fall back on.
Yeah, you just want to touch it.
Yeah. Because it's, like, watercolors or something. Like,
the
art is crazy. Is that it for Deanna's list?
That's all.
Okay. Because I want to, Ambrosia, let's hit your ones. Did you
that was it.
You didn't read Ultimate X-Men 17?
No.
You didn't read Exceptional X-Men 11?
No, I didn't do any X-Men.
Okay, that's fair.
I have them all right here, but please tell us about them.
Did you do? Well, I didn't read those either. I wanted to, but I didn't get a chance. But did you read Bring On the Bad Guys Abomination?
No, I thought I had that in my pull list, but I didn't.
Okay.
Did you read that one?
No.
Yeah, no, I didn't. And then I decided I don't think
the rest of my list, because I know that Curly and Sangai brought up Imperial #2 and whatever. There's a couple books that I read this week that I do want to touch on. Battle Beast #3, if you're a fan of Invincible and whatnot. This is a spin-off with Battle Beast taking place during the Invincible series. So we're kind of going to the past, but we're going into space. And Battle Beast is trying to find someone who's stronger than him that can kill him. So a worthy battle that you can die in, and that's Battle Beast's goal, is to just always find someone to fight so that eventually he will be defeated in combat. So the art is amazing. If you like that sort of thing, Battle Beast is super cool. Is he a little bit one note? I think they're trying to like make him a little bit better, but it is what it is. It's fun. You get exactly what you want, you know? There's also New Avengers #2, which was really good. And I'm going to be interviewing Sam Humphries at some point in August. So the writer of this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I reached out to him and we connected. So this one's really cool. Again, it was originally pitched as the Thunderbolts comic. And just like the movie, it had an asterisk. And so when the movie switched over, this one switched over. So this is New Avengers. And it's just a more badass Avengers team where they are okay with killing. And the bad guys are super weird. They're cloned Illuminati. And they're called the Kill Illuminati. So there's like a clone of Doctor Strange, a clone of Reed Richards, a clone of Black Panther. And they're all like twisted clones.
Wild.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. I'm interested to see where that's going. Superman Unlimited issue #3. This is a new series, a new Superman series, and this one focuses a lot on Crypto, the Superdog. So, yeah, Superman Unlimited.
I'm tired of that dog.
Are you?
You're tired of the dog?
I'm tired of the dog. I don't want to see it anymore.
No! I just read an article. I read an article. I saw it browsing social media, but like there's been such a huge increase of people wanting to adopt dogs because of crypto.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
no.
Though in the
I'm
movie,
more of a cat person.
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense.
So maybe you're a fan of Streaky the Super Cat and not Crypto the Superdog, you know?
Yeah. Get the dog out of my way. Get it out of my sight.
Oh no.
Oh.
I can't kick you off the show for not being a dog lover, but
But you want to.
But I want to. No, just no. So anyway, I love Crypto. What are you gonna do? Crypto appears in 2 series this week. We get him in Superman Unlimited #3 and Crypto #2. Crypto, the Last Dog of Krypton. This takes place in the past, and they work him into Lex Luthor's origin story in a way that it's a retcon, but it doesn't change anything. Essentially, like, Crypto's a stray dog before he gets his powers, because it's like nighttime, I think, and he's still getting acclimated to Earth. He gets adopted by Lex, who's living in poverty at the time, and he really only lives with Lex for like a couple weeks, and then he escapes again. So like, nothing really ever, he doesn't show that he has powers or anything. It doesn't affect continuity, but he's just, Crypto was a stray that Lex raised for a little bit, for a couple weeks. I was okay with it. I like it.
Okay.
It's a retcon that doesn't really change anything, but it is what it is. Curly and Sand Guy brought up Imperial. Imperial is the miniseries written by Jonathan Hickman that deals with the cosmic corner of the Marvel Universe, all the different intergalactic empires fighting. There's a conspiracy. One person, Peter Quill's father, gets assassinated. He runs the Spartax Empire. But then there's the Shi'ar and the Kree and the Skrull. The Hulks are in there. There's the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. So there's a lot going on. So if you like that sort of thing, like Kingdom versus Kingdom, but also the cosmic corner of the Marvel Universe, this book is for you. I should love this. I felt I was going to love this more than I do. It's not bad. It's still good. I just thought I would be in love with it more. And then last but not least, X-Men. Talk about always having a struggle. So in the 90s, there was a big crossover event called X-Men Age of Apocalypse. They are introducing in Marvel now X-Men Age of Revelation, which is a new alternate future timeline. Revelation is Doug Ramsey, the essentially, like, Apocalypse, as he dies, gives Doug Ramsey powers. Doug Ramsey is Revelation. Revelation now rules the world. And that's what issue 0 is all about. And so they're going to do a lot of spin-off comics. It's going to be this huge X-Men event, Age of Revelation. So I thought it was interesting and cool. And the futuristic designs are pretty interesting. And the X-Men of the future have to go into the past to stop this alternate future from happening. Classic X-Men shenanigans. The struggle never stops. X-Men never get a happy ending. There's always an alternate
It's
future.
never ending.
Stupid Marvel.
That's the X-Men for you, and it's kind of sad if you think about it. They never really
Oh,
get
it's
a
so
happy
sad.
ending, you know. Mankind will never accept the X-Men, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of a beautiful thing, no? Like, as long as you live, there's gonna be hurt, but you're still living through it.
Yeah, you still
Well,
fight.
that's why I always connected with her. Like,
The X-Men continue to fight, sure. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, can Spider-Man get married to MJ finally? Can he actually like
boo, no.
for
What?
once?
No.
I can't
There's
stand it, Mary Jane.
the 90s Spider-Girl comic that dealt with, like, Spider-Girl being the daughter of Peter Parker was super cool because it was like in the future, but then also, like, Mary Jane and Peter got married and had a kid. And it was,
Yeah.
that's like, you know, and the struggle goes on, but at least, like, an individual can have a happy life. You know, there's still bad guys to fight, sure, but, like, we don't have to keep torturing Peter Parker.
And we can torture his daughter instead.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. But at least Peter Parker's happy.
Yeah, you know?
No. I get it. But yeah, no.
I think that's everything that we read this week. Obviously, there were books that we meant to get to and we didn't get to. There was also books that just came out and we just didn't read it, or that we'll read it on the weekend. Obviously, go to comicshoplocator.com, find a comic shop near you, check out any of these comics that we talked about, support your local comic shops, not just these comics, but other comics of weeks past. You can also go to leagueofcomicgeeks.com and just look at all the other comics, like just look at the previews for certain comics that are going to come out, and like there's a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of independent comic companies like Image or Dynamite or Boom Studios or Oni Press or whatnot. Mad Cave Studios has an upcoming Speed Racer comic that I'm going to be talking about soon. So You know, there's a lot of comics out there. Go to comicshoplocator.com, find a comic shop near you, support your local comic shops. Before we get going, thank you obviously to Claude, aka Curly Insane Guy, out there in the chat. Anyone watching us, listening to us, if you're watching us on YouTube, youtube.com/The Keeg Show, or maybe twitch.tv/The Keeg Show, or you're listening to the podcast wherever you get your podcast from, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, SoundCloud. Whether you're watching us or listening to us, like, comment, subscribe, follow, you know, write a review. Let us know you're out there. It's always nice to see people commenting and being a part of this community that we're, you know, all a part of. But speaking of community, you two, amazing people. You guys do amazing work. Deanna, tell me, where can we find you? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
I'm on TikTok and Instagram, also a bit on YouTube, and I want to plug that you should drink enough water and stretch in the morning. It will change your life.
That's a good plug. Could you tell us if you could say your usernames out loud? Because for anyone listening to the podcast, they won't know. It's
Deanna Kinney on TikTok and Deanna.Kinney on Instagram.
Awesome. Again, you do amazing work. So anyone not following you,
thank you.
I know. I'm following you right now.
Thank you. You're becoming blushing.
Ambrosia, where can we find you? What do you got coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Let's see. Well, actually, I took a little hiatus from TikTok, but I just posted my first video for the first time yesterday. Getting back into the swing of things. So you can find me on TikTok at Comics and Cupcakes, and then Instagram at Ambrosia_Linda. I currently don't have anything in the works besides heading over to Comic-Con and talking about comics in the classroom, which is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
So if you're at Comic-Con, come say hi, reach out to us, and let's do meet up. And then hopefully, getting back into the swing of things, get into podcasting again, and be a nerd and stuff. So.
Yeah. It's going to be great. Ambrosia and me, and then a frequent guest on Comic Talk, Drew Maxey. We're going to be doing a panel with a frequent guest on our other podcast, Sarah, aka Miss Marauder. The four of us are going to be doing a panel called Comics for Education at San Diego Comic-Con, Thursday, July 24th at 2 p.m. So if you're there, check us out. You could find all our information for the Keeg, whether it's our multiple podcasts that we do, or San Diego Comic-Con, or any other event, on social media at The Keeg Show on TikTok and Instagram. Those are our two biggest social media platforms. We're also on Blue Sky and Threads and all that. At The Keeg Show /The Keeg Show. Wherever you can find The Keeg, we are there. That's for our social media, our podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts from, and then YouTube for our live streams. This is Comic Talk. It's every Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about the new comics that came out this week. This is a weekly show. We also got the Keeg Talks and the Keeg Chats, and we got a bunch of different other shows that we do. But follow us on social media and you know, stay in touch, and we'll keep you guys posted over there. Once again, San Diego Comic-Con, we're for sure going to, and then there is a chance that we're going to be at New York Comic-Con and LA Comic-Con. So, you know, a lot of Comic-Cons coming up, but San Diego for sure. So Deanna, you got to come over here. You got to cross that.
I think so.
You got to cross the ocean, cross the prime meridian. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna swim. Don't worry.
Yeah, swim over. You know.
Come over.
Thank you.
Swim away.
Yeah, it's a short swim. It's a short swim. You know.
Yeah, obviously. I'm just gonna get my floaties.
There we go. Thank you everybody out there for watching. Thank you everybody, Deanna and Ambrosia, for coming on the show. Once again, I am your host, Dimithri Perera, and this has been Comic Talk for the week of July 17th, 2025. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Super fast, gotta beat the boss and get the loot, cause it's the king, and we got geek news.